What's up guys, welcome back to On the Brick with another custom LEGO set. But first, right now I want you to go down to the comments and write any custom minifigure you would like to own. Try and make sure that it is one actually in stock somewhere, but just any custom minifigure you would like. In fact, go ahead and write 2 or 3 just in case, and at the end of this video I'll explain why I had you do that. But for now, this is my custom crab droid. As some of you may know, a while back I tried to purchase custom crab droid instructions from AV Figures, and that didn't really go well. There's a whole video detailing that experience, so I'm not going to talk about it here, and I don't really like just complaining about something without doing anything about it, so instead I decided to make my own version of the crab droid, and in doing so I wanted it to be as accurate as what I saw on screen, just like I tried to do with all of my builds. Some quick details about this set are that it contains only 171 pieces, it is 5 inches wide, 4 inches long, and just over 3 inches tall. My version of the crab droid is based off of the one that we see very briefly in Revenge of the Sith on Utapau, and I think it's pretty easy to say that one of the defining features, if not the defining feature of the crab droid, are the legs. So I really wanted to make sure that I captured that look accurately, and I think I managed to do that decently well. Surprisingly, I think making a giant UCS version of this would probably be easier, as it really wouldn't be that hard to get the angles for the legs right. But at this scale, and to not make it too big, I went with this scale, I went with these pieces here, as I think they do a decent job of capturing the same angles and the same looks we see on screen. I also wanted to make sure that I put the pincers on the outside of the legs, as that's how they actually are. You can see more about how they're included on the other legs around. Of course, it was equally important to capture the weapons on the front of the crab droid, and full credit, this part was in AV Figures design, and I didn't really think it needed to be improved upon. One change I did make though was to the head or the face of the crab droid. There are a bunch of different versions of the crab droid actually, but the one that I went off of has the 2 eyes on the top of the head as opposed to 1 eye in the middle, and so I represented that here to the best of my ability. Surprisingly, this build is actually pretty solid. If we take a closer look at one of the legs, you can get a better idea of how it comes together and the pieces used. I really like how I was able to capture some of the angles on the legs, while also not going completely overboard to make it happen. Like I said, this is very sturdy, so if you shake it around, accidentally hit some of the pieces, whatever, they're not going to fall off. It's all pretty well on there. And connecting the legs to the actual build itself is extremely easy, as you just have to put the clip on the bottom row here. Make sure the clip is kind of centered, but clipping it in itself is actually pretty easy, and then you just lift it up. It's really not that hard at all to put these together. Also, I don't really think it needs to be said, but just in case, all 6 legs are perfectly identical. One thing I would recommend is to make sure you have the legs at the correct angle before attaching them. As you can see on the right, this one is perfectly straight, which is not how it's supposed to be. This angle is much more what you are looking for. You can fix the angles once they're attached, but you will want to make sure that you grab the top of the leg, otherwise it will probably pop off again. So speaking of which, how does this thing handle? Surprisingly well, like I said. The only thing is the legs will fall down if you shake it around for any reason, but all you have to do is lift them back up and you're good to go again. You shouldn't have any pieces coming off, as again, this is really sturdy, but if you do have any pieces coming off, it's going to be the guns at the front, as that is the weakest point of this whole build. But even then, it's really easy just to pop them back on. Unfortunately, this set is not minifig scale. I did really want to make it in that scale, but just getting those angles at that small size wasn't really possible. I mean, it is entirely possible to make a crab droid at that scale, it just won't look super accurate. So instead, I built this set for you. And if you want to build this crab droid, you can, because I have the instructions for it. Each purchase of the instructions will come with a step-by-step PDF instructions and an XML parts list for easy upload to Bricklink. They are only $5, and buying them really helps me continue making awesome videos on this channel. So if you like what you see here, please do consider picking up the instructions or maybe checking me out on my Patreon. Because the more videos I'm able to make, the more I'm able to grow, and the more I grow, the more giveaways I can do. And that is why I had you write down what custom figure you would like to own. Because this time around, the winner of the giveaway will get whatever figure it is they have written down. I would prefer if they were from one of these sellers on the screen, but if I can purchase it, I don't mind. Just please do make sure that it is in stock. That is step 1 for the giveaway. Step 2, of course, is you have to like this video, and step 3 is that you have to be subscribed. You have until 8 p.m. Eastern time on on Monday, June 18th to get your comment down below. Any submissions after that point, unfortunately, will not be selected. Please make sure you do comment before that, because next Tuesday I will reveal the winner. It'll be the same process as last time using random.org. So thank you all again for helping me reach 100 subscribers. I am seriously blown away by that. I hope with your support I can continue to be around for a very long time and continue giving back to you as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.